Battle control initialized.
Hello there, comrades and cannon fodder. It's Dvoid here. I've got a game on Scorched Earth map. I'm using Russia, and my opponent's using Ukraine for this one. I'll speed it up slightly for this initial phase. I'm sending rifles to secure the closest oil derrick first. My opponent sent his engineer first. When it's a closer oil derrick, you're sure of getting to first. I think the engineer first is probably the best idea, because you're still going to protect it, because I can't get there before his rifles start protecting his engineer. I can't get there in time. So if it's close enough to you, engineer first is a good idea. But he's got a dog, so it's going to give him superior view range. He ran into range, sadly. He's secured the hospital, though. Yeah, he's wise to back away there. There's no point attacking into an oil derrick when I've got the view range advantage. He's wise to withdraw to the hospital. That should have told me something and made me more cautious. Here we are, securing the second oil derrick. My opponent's just about to secure his second. Placing rifle guards just to guard against engineer incursions or early flank attacks. My opponent sent a small force forward. He's caught a rocket soldier out of position. Nearly got another one there. Nice evade. Quite good. Now my opponent's got an APC as well. I've only got a couple of rocket troops here, because I lost one of my first three. It's not good. So I was lucky that I took enough damage off it for the rifles to finish it. Very lucky. He's got a flak truck as well, so we went for the flak truck APC combo. Let's check his army value. Right, he would have been ahead of me if I hadn't destroyed his APC then. Interesting. Now he's picking off my troops. I've decided to move them so I can use the view range of the oil derrick as cover. Because this can attack your infantry and chip away at them from outside my view range. See, if you look at just what I can see, I need that vehicle look. Otherwise, the flak truck would be picking off my troops. And now he's got an engineer inside, and it drew me into an ambush. So I lost my APC and my engineer trying to finish that flak truck off. Nicely done. And I'm using move command. I got caught with move command, and I never do that. But I've got a small position here. Let's see what my opponent did. Yeah, he backed away. He's backing away with his rocket troops, and he's left a few rifles to protect his the rear of his units as he escapes. They're covering his retreat, so it was a nice little manoeuvre to, just because if I'd have advanced with these rifles, then I could have overrun that small group. So him saving those first rocket troops there and salvaging them was a good idea, and leaving 4 rifles to cover their retreat. That's a nice bit of micro. But his rifle scout has detected my expansion. He knows how far I've expanded. He's got no one over here though, and normally I would go here first. I assume that's where he's going to attack. We'll see. because this is well defended now. He's probably knows he's drawn a few troops, a bit of attention. So he's thinking to attack here. He'll find nothing. Yeah, he's caught an MCV, look, as I was on the way to that expansion. That's perfect. So I'm thinking, whoops, right now. Whoops is exactly what I was thinking. And I'm going to lose a refinery. He's got a tank screening, and I haven't got enough rockets, look. That tank did a lot of work. And he's saved his rocket troops again. Yeah, it's a fairly decent tactic. Why not do that? Each rocket soldier is worth 300 credits. So if there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 14, 21, it's worth 21 rifles, that group. And some of them are veterans as well, so, you know, it's excellent. I've had to save my Autrox there because he attacked them, so I had to back away, and then I've counter-attacked. I thought, I've destroyed a force of his up there, so he can't have that much here, I'm thinking. I needed to build this and get reinforcements here quickly. There's tanks screening, look. And he's holding on. He's finally packed up that MCV. And rather than let that draw me away through his structures, I've just held my ground and decided to destroy the structures around me so my opponent hasn't got view range benefit. Here we go. I don't want to push it too much further. While I'm not being attacked, I can destroy things that I can see, but this is the point I'm thinking now, look, you know, am I going too far? Because he's starting to regroup each time I'm pushing. There's an aggressive war factory, look. My opponent's not expanding north, he's going this way. I've overrun that position. He chose to go this way, which, that was a mistake. He didn't know I've expanded here, obviously he didn't know that, but it proved to be a mistake because I saw that, placed that, and then a base defence, got it. So he's in a bad way because I've evened out the fact he destroyed an MCV, and I've got him on the back foot. So let's, army values are 5 to 6, so he's fine. For army value, he's just, where is it though? He's got 5-7, I've got 7-5. So where's his... Yeah, he's got a couple of tanks. He's got lots of rocket troops, that's why. Let's see. My cash situation's not great. I've got 7 Autrox. My opponent's got 2 oil derricks to my 1. He's harvesting at his home base still. He's got a few here, that's fine. So he needs his long range harvesting there, that's not a good idea. But at least he's moving out. And he did lose an MCV, so that's what's delayed him. Because keeping your MCV in your home base, there's nothing wrong with that. But I wanted to regroup here in case he thought he'll attack where... Because my army was down here, pressuring him and attacking. So I thought I'll put production here and build up a force where he thinks I am, and then regroup a decent force to cover my expansion here. Because I need to keep expanding. My cash is really running low here. Look, I'm about to zero out. So I need the MCV and get the expansion set up. I think should have a... Yeah, I've got a refinery ready. He's still going through the last dregs at home base. But I've moved them down here. These guys are going to munch this lot quickly. My opponent's got his radar dome, he's got tech. So I've got my second war factory, it's a forward war factory, but this position's defended well enough, look. Got a couple of base defences, I can soon place some more. But it's my cash situation that's not good. It looks like I'm moving these out. Maybe they just went there because that was blocked. We need to keep an eye on the army values, 16 to 21. So a mistake can easily turn it either way. Just because I've got 21,000, my opponent's got 17, doesn't mean I can't lose a few thousand by being out of position or a bad attack. Like this one here, I've seen his forces, but he's got a good force here, so straight away I'm thinking, no, I don't want that. And you don't ever use move command, but in this case I'm getting away from them. I don't want units to lag behind and fight. And I'm getting the mobile construction vehicle out of here as well. And I want base defenses around here so I can protect this expansion. I didn't want to make the mistake I did in a previous post where I set up an aggressive war factory with an expansion here, and I overextended. So you see, I've found the enemy are still there, so I'm getting back. There's no point engaging him here, where I haven't got base defences backing me up. There's no point in doing that. I may as well reposition my units and then make a good fight of it. But yeah, rather than overextend, I thought I'd withdraw and protect what I already have, what is a secure, viable asset, rather than spending resources defending something that may be overreaching. But there you go, I've won that engagement. Look how many rocket troops he's got. So many. That tank's going to get pulverised, look at it. Don't go near him. That is bad. Loads of rocket troops, that's bad. But it means I'm outnumbering him a lot. But he's got 15,000 and I've got 13,000 now, so he's actually ahead of me in army value after that engagement, and I won. His rocket is very, they're very elite groups of units from this guy. Very elite, expensive, high value. So yeah, now he's ahead of me in army value, and I won the engagement, so well done. Nicely done. You don't need to beat your enemy to beat them. If you can do that, you don't need to win to win. You know, it's the art of war, so he's doing something right. And look at this position, it's solid. You know, I wouldn't want to be a tank approaching that. So, we'll see how it goes. 17,000 each, we're almost exact. There's 50 credits between us in army value. And my opponent is now sniping with V2s. I'm producing V2s now as well. So this is an interesting moment. Let's see what my opponent can see. Not a lot. He's shooting at blind targets at the moment. But I'm attacking. I've overrun him. And I've got thieves on the way. And he's sold up there, so he's very lucky. Excuse me. My voice is going, I'm dry mouth and that. But his MCV escaped. But I've overrun him there, but he actually sold his refinery. So that was smart and lucky. But I've pushed on here, and I want to overrun him. But I do know he's attacking here, so I've saved my mobile construction yard, packed it up, and I'm falling back from here, from this attack, so I can defend it. Defend my base. I don't want to lose these war factories, but at the same time I also need to break through here and to get my infiltrations. So I'll just quickly switch to the economy tab. My opponent is a lot better off for cash. He's got 3 grand, so now he's got 300 and I've got 3.5 grand. So there you go, that was a nice little steal. These are idle, that was a mistake. I mean, he couldn't help it, and my units are idle, but I'm waiting. So, me being idle in that situation doesn't matter. But he's made an attack here, and he's got an MCV. It drove round that way and moved around here, down here. So, he's actually moved behind my home base. He's got a force there. They're waiting for any ore trucks that happen to wander by. And I've got thieves here, but my opponent's got no money to steal. I'm covering it by attacking, but now he's sold up just in time. So the thieves are going to move around the edge of the map and go for here. So hopefully in the meantime he'll build up a bit of cash. But he's defeated me here. I've destroyed that group of units, pushed them back. Although he has saved his V2s. But now my tank force is starting to overwhelm him, because I've got 3 war factories now. So, you know, he's not good. I just need to respond to his attacks in the right way, but he's setting up a refinery and I haven't noticed. I'm busy attacking. There's a heavy tank leading the way. And I need to get these V2s into action. Nice. I do like my V2s, as I've said. And I was building infantry at 5 to 1 because I didn't want to run out of cash or strain my economy too much, so I am lower on rocket troops than I would normally be, but it was out of choice. I chose that because I didn't want to tax my economy too much. So I was building at 5 to 1, I think. 5 rifles to 1 rocket, and then a flame trooper every now and then. But I did do a bit of 3 to 1. I think, but I believe I switched back. You know, for majority of this game I was producing at 5 rifles to 1 rocket, just so, like I say, no strain on my economy. There you go, he wandered into a death zone. Those heavy tanks can mangle construction yards or MCVs, as you can just see, they've just wiped both. But here's my opponent's got a paradrop because he's Ukraine. So here's an example of their special ability, and he killed both V2s and a chunk of my stuff, a couple of heavy tanks. And it shows you how powerful it is, and if I'm not watching and don't move out of the way, it does that. You know, I've got 1 V2 left, so it's, you know, that soon turned this around. I had a good strong army, and that parabomb drop has changed the situation. But look what he's doing here, he's capturing everything. He's taken 2 refineries so far, now he's going for a war factory. I'm busy here, making sure I'm winning this engagement. Yeah, my opponent's at low power now, so he's compromised. I've got this set up here, plenty of ore and production structures. But if he takes that service depot, I won't be able to build heavy tanks anymore. But I've got a 17 grand army value, it's over. My opponent did make an Iron Curtain, look. It's a shame. But I did get another infiltration, I've just missed it. So I'm not sure how much cash I got from that one. My thieves moved down here and into this refinery. So I'll have to check. But my opponent's got some cash now. I'm producing aircraft, thieves, and I've noticed this because I've got my units here now. Yeah, I'm stopping that capture and holding that here, that's enough. You know, there's no threat here. He can build base defences, but, you know, it's no big deal. He can actually build heavy tanks, but it's no big deal. I'm moving this away. Don't want to lose it. There's no point throwing it away. And I'm just making sure I'm clearing up after myself. Yeah, covering my MCV. And my opponent's he's gone for APCs to crush my units, and my thieves are having a hard time, look. That's a shame. They're invisible when they stand still, so we'll see if he can survive. If I don't know he's there, then he'll get ordered in with the rest, sadly. But I'm bringing reinforcements, it's over now. Where's he going? Have I ordered him to attack move? What a shame, he could have made it there. It was no fault of the thief, it was my fault that. What a shame. I've dropped 5 paratroopers to target the power plants at the back. And there you go, look, I've overrun it here. What's he got? Except for that. Is that it? Oh, there's an MCV, look. Hidden. Very nicely hidden. Yeah, he's got a bit of cash, and it's not enough though. A few grand is nothing, but it's frustrating to end a game when you've got cash still, and, you know, especially after a game like this that's a good game, you don't want to finish it and lose it. So, you know, fair enough. I don't mind him fighting on. He can fight on as much as he likes. Fair play to him. But it's the hunting him down phase now. Look at this. There's no way. I'm sending aircraft, look, searching for him. There's no way, you know, you can recover. He's saved an ore truck, fair enough, and it's even got full of ore. But that few grand isn't enough. I've already got enough here to destroy it. So it reveals itself with the ore truck. And that's it. There you go. It's been called, and that's the end of that one. Just over a nearly a 22-minute game, that one, but plenty of cash at the end. I'll look at the army graph, and look, that was quite a close army graph. Look at that, up and down, and where we both like were falling to the same point. You look like there. And then increasing our army value at the same rate, but then we diverged at about 13.5 minutes, and my opponent decreased in army value steadily. There was a slight stabilisation where he built up slightly, but that was over by then. But I did have a sharp drop later on, so it was probably when this, it was about here, and I ended up falling back, because I attacked here later on, and my enemy had a force here, and they pushed me back, and my MCV fell back. I think it was probably then that I had that drop, because my opponent, but then again my opponent ended up with a larger army value, so that was probably then at the 13-minute mark, to be fair. And then when he attacked here, that's when his army value dropped a bit. But I wonder what happened at this point then. Maybe it was just during one point when I kept pressing my attack. But there's the army graph. It's an interesting one. Earnings graph. There's a nice spike in the middle. Plenty of earnings. And then equal earnings there. Very nice. Army graph. I've got a good army left. Nearly 9 heavy tanks of V2. Couple of planes. Plenty of troops. And the combat chart. I've killed 363. And my opponent's killed 427. So, you know, he's killed more in units. I destroyed 140,000 value. He destroyed 102,000 value. So he killed more units, but in value, it was, it's a good, decent amount of difference there. I destroyed a fair bit more. And it's just like loss of numbers doesn't decide the game. The value has an impact on the game more than the numbers, because you can lose 10 infantry and it's not the same. It's not as much as losing 5 tanks, obviously. Well, I'm still in production, building aircraft. There's the economy tab. I earned 181, my opponent earned 140. So that was probably down to the amount I've expanded, look. And I was in trouble at one point for my economy. My cash was struggling, and I was under a few attacks, and I missed a few things as well. But my economy recovered nicely. There's the basics. I'm at 33.5 actions per minute. My opponent's at 47.1 actions per minute, so he's more rapid orders. That's about my average. 35 is about my average. And finish with plenty of cash. So there's the basics. So there you go. That was quite a game, that one. Quite a challenge and good fun. Got to use some tech and stuff. So I hope my viewers enjoyed it as well, as much as I enjoyed playing it. And until next time, take care all. And for now, goodbye.
Battle control terminated.